trying to do is I'm trying to promote the cultivation and consumption of the orange fresh sweet potato, which we're going to see in the nursery and in the field. And going further to see how you can even cultivate this orange fresh sweet potato using organic manure, natural manure from flies, even though the flies have other functions, because the larvae or the maggots that are coming from the flies can be used as feed for poultry, can be used as feed for fish. But at the same time, their waste product is also a manure. So we're going to show you people how we do the rearing and how we move from the rearing to get the byproducts and to produce even the fertilizers that we are using. Then from there we'll go to the nursery and see how we nurse the orange fresh sweet potato inside the house. And then to the field where we'll see how it grows in the field, and then we'll even remove sample for you to see. So that's basically what I do. It's part of my activities that I do. Since 2017, when the crisis started, I've been living here with the mission of just trying to find humanitarian assistance to IDPs and to see how I can do to provide food for the needy. That's just my own mission.
Thank you.
Yes. So I'm working with Mr. Emeko Christian because I do a lot of things. I do research, I do teaching at the University of Buya and other universities, even the HTC Cuba, and at the same time do extension, even to train farmers and other people all over the places. So it's so hard for me. So I brought him in. From time to time I bring volunteers who come, they are learning, and then at the same time helping me. So Mr. Christian is an HND holder from National Polytechnic and Agriculture. So he's helping me, learning, at the same time helping me. So what you have here at Cages, normally this is a whole industry, but for our level we are just starting small. So this is just small. We have about how many kgs here? About 12 kgs. We have that. Those are special flies. They call them black soldier flies. Hemisia luminescens. Black soldier flies, which are found to be very good biodigesters. We feed them using organic material, all waste products from the house. We bring them here. Sleeping fufu, sleeping garri, spoiled fufu, rotten pear, rotten pawpaw, salt, everything, all those things in the house that we don't eat or we are supposed to be throwing away. We bring them here and we give them. And within days, they eat everything to build their body. The maggots that are eating these things are very, very rich. So the flies, so you can see, you see the flies, they are like wasps, but they are not really wasps. Yes, you can shake. You can just hit them, you will see them. Yeah. You can put your camera on this side. So you will see, these are the flies. They are just so many we produce. So how do you produce them? You produce them by giving them starter feeds. So the starter feed is by, yes, give a sample. The starter feed is corn meal and fish meal. So just give them a starter meal. Then from the starter meal, when they start feeding, we'll start adding organic waste. So they can be used for waste management, like what I've already used here. House by house, I collect all waste from houses. This is a tray that we use to put starter feed. It's going to bring from the starter feed. Okay, so this is starter feed. This is, and this is a fish meal. So we mix. So in one tray like this, how many kilograms? How many kilograms you put inside one tray of starter feed? 1.5 kilograms of starter feed. We mix with small water and put them. So when you put under, the adult flies will mate and they will start laying. They don't eat it. The adults don't eat. Their work is to mate, lay eggs, die within 10 days. So that's what we do. So now You see how we feed them. So these are the maggots. So these ones are still feeding. They are still feeding. When you see the white color, very active, they still feed. They turn to an inactive stage. An inactive stage, which is a pupa. So when you see this, it's an inactive stage. This is a pupa. They will come to this stage, they don't move, they don't do anything. And after about some 7 days, they turn into the flies. So the cycle, you have the eggs, you have the larvae. So they don't like light. When you bring them up, the next minute, all of them have gone down. So then into this stage now, which is the pupa, they call it pupa, after some days. So the entire cycle takes about 30 to 45 days. The entire life cycle. So it has a short life cycle. So you can work with this, you can produce manure every month. So if we had a big industry, a big place, and we have about 100 kgs rearing this, we can produce maybe 100 kg of manure every month. So once they feed, after they are feed and they have turned to this level, what remains is called frass. Frass is their own excreta, and then the remains of the things that they don't feed on. When you see this is corn. We soak corn in water and just give them. They eat everything, leave the outside. Yes. So all this now, when you remove this larvae, all what is remaining here is frass. And that frass, when it comes dry like this, it produces us manure. So it starts from here. So when you have this is frass. So we process it to remove all this to get this.
Stage by stage.
Yes, stage by stage. You get this, we sift it again. To get this, we sift it again to get that more fine. So this is solid manure, which we use to produce liquid manure. So we can take about, let's say, 300 grams of this, put in 1 liter water, and you keep to ferment for about 3 days, and you sieve to produce that. So you can produce this from different concentration. If you take 1 kilogram of this into 1 liter of water, you are producing 100% of liquid. If you take 80 grams, if you take 80 or 800 grams and put in 1 liter, you're producing, so the percentage depends. So you can produce different percentage of this based on the quantity of the solid you put in what quantity of water. You align this
now. What can it be used for?
This is manure, foliar fertilizer, apply on the plants for plants to grow.
Organic.
Yes. Simple. It is very rich in microorganisms, rich in nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, potassium, and all that. And when we go to the field, you will see a test that I've done on maize, testing 2 different varieties of maize on how this can affect the growth of those 2 different varieties. So, that is something new that we're trying to do.
The process takes time. Now,
We are not done some strict calculation, but at least the 3,000. Yes, the cost of 3,000. So this like this can give us, depending on the concentration, can give us almost 50 liters. This is not up to this one, or 100 liters. So this can be about 8 kg. Can give us 100 liters of this.
So this is the final product of all
Yes, this is final.
Okay, this is final.
This and this are final.
Then what do we do with this now?
These ones, they still manure.
Okay.
They still manure. Sometimes we put this in water
Okay.
and ferment and then sieve.
Okay.
It is still manure.
Okay.
Yes. It is still manure. But if you want to do it commercially, we're trying to do it in a way that if you want to do it commercially, you need to sieve, and then how you can package it and all those type of things. Yes.
Okay.
Or a poultry around. We can be taking the larvae or those maggots and feed. Very rich protein. Or you can take these dead flies and feed them, your fowls or your fish. So everything is useful. So the fly has a lot of unique properties and advantages. Number one, have you gotten any smell of decaying things here? No. But if it was the natural house fly, you put it here to be decaying these things, it will not really enter here.
That's true.
Yes. So that's one unique property. You know. And then once it's feeding, have you seen any ants here? He has a property that repels. Ants cannot come here. Because if not, as you put these feet, ants will invade the whole place. So they have that property. And then they have an antimicrobial property that makes, you cannot get sex. You touch that smell of all this is nice. And then they feed fast. So you need to put feed. Normally this place, most of these things are for predators. And we're using to propagate plantains. We're using to propagate plantains. You can see them about 8 by 1 meters. And this place can produce about, if you put propagators here for plantains, can produce even 5 million plantains a year. But since it has been abandoned, I decided to bring an idea to see how I can nursing these special potatoes. So I have here about 3 different varieties of potatoes. The year old is one variety, the orange flesh sweet potato, which I showed you before. So the orange flesh sweet potato, why orange flesh? Because inside it has an orange color. And a lot of people don't know it. You will not see it in the market. In Cameroon, it's so scarce. We have our white potato, our white sweet potato and our yellow sweet potato, cream white. The new one is orange, we'll see in the field. So, at first I used to nurse them in the field. The when dry season is coming like this, they don't have water, dryness, so it was going extinct. So I had to develop this method of nursing them. Because there's water here, and then there's not too much sun, and therefore we made a substrate. That's the combination of the substrate. The substrate is just some proportion of ground mixed with some proportion of palm bunch ash. This is palm bunch ash. So you see, that's a mixture. So we mix it in some proportion. Then fill here, water it, then plant our vines. So this is a vine. So if I want to transplant, I will cut something like this. That's a vine. I sell this for 20 francs.
One.
Yes. 20 francs, treated, nest. So, on the plant, just come here. Okay. And you put, or you can put a cylinder and you water. So you find some small water, water it, and fertilizers like EM, like Agrovet and all those things, but mostly organic. We use synthetic pesticide there, maybe when if you see a lot of pests. But even with that, I produce all those things is one, it's a cool area, so we don't have stress so much. 2, water is there, very easy, we connect pipe, and in advanced country, and if we have the means, we can connect irrigation in all of them. So that you just open and then without you bothering yourself. So we are managing it that way. And
That's the advice there. The advice
so these are the next varieties. Normal
White potatoes.
yes. So these are them. All of these are the same. And then you have this other one, which is a different type. The yellow type. Here. So it's some sort of conservation. So there are 3 varieties of sweet potato here. There are 3 varieties of sweet potatoes.
Okay.
Yes. The first one, the orange flesh. This one, the normal local type, and which is the white, trim white, and then yellow.
Can we have a picture of the orange flesh? Do we have it? Okay.
This is nursery.
So, if people want after this, I will send a lot of pictures. Yes.
Yeah,
but
if we
we'll
can,
see.
but if we can have
We'll
if we
go
can
to the
have-
field, we'll see. So, normally it's small. It takes me 3 months. When it start going 4 months, 5 months, you know, we will start cracking.
July.
Yes. So, here when you see there are 3 colors. Color number 1, color number 2, column number 2, column number 3.
Yes.
There are 3 columns here. Okay. The first column, we are doing some experiments here. The first column, we use just organic substances to grow the sweet potato. The second column, we use microorganisms.
Yes.
And the third column, we use synthetic pesticides. Those are things that we are using, and then we are checking how grass grows in it. Which one can prevent weeds? Which one can prevent caterpillar more? Which one can prevent pest more? Which one can, prevent things more?
Okay.
So, you see, now the color is changing like this because telling you that it is more than time to harvest.
Okay.
Yes, when harvest time is coming, together with the dryness, it's telling you that it is time to harvest. So, it does not go right down. So you see, we are going to check all this to see which one is going to have more even pest on the products.
Okay.
Yes, compared all the 3. So you see, so we're going to leave it there. We're going to find another one. The more you leave it here, the more insects, weevils will be eating it. So this is orange flesh sweet potato. You see the color, the orange color. If you even open it inside, it's orange color, and it is not as sweet as our local owner.
White and yellow.
Yes, it is not sweet. It produces flour. Once you start producing flour, it's time to harvest. So it is there. But for you to get one to remove for it, you need time. The other one you can do easily. You remove and take two, you see?
In those days.
It takes a lot of time.
In those days, so it.
So before you steal one bed,
It will take time.
it will take time,
Take your finger there.
Yes. So, yes. And if you look at even the holes on it, there are more pests on that one
Than this one, yes.
Actually, I'm the chief of station for Irad in Kumba. But it has not been really easy that way. So, but I still live here at Irad in Kumba, and I have the mandate to do my small activities, whatever, since it is food, anything that concerns agriculture and food. The RAD is the Institute of Agricultural Research for Development. It's a government institution that carries out research for development. For example, come out with new varieties, clean, high-quality planting materials that they give to Minade, and Minade gives to farmers. It's unfortunate that most people don't know these things. They know that the Ministry of Agriculture people, Minade. The Kona, just like Kumba, I don't know, it's closed. Let's not lie. They don't need to lie anybody. It is closed because no offices are opened. And we have here a lot of researchers have run away. A lot of researchers that have run away. What we just have here is most people, we have some small technicians and then some technicians, one or two other top people, and then IDPs occupied most of the places, which to an extent is good, because maybe if they were not there, all those houses could have been vandalized or something or so. So we are happy that they are there. They have been doing that. And the IDPs do small work, cultivate vegetables around, and they gain experience from us. We teach them new techniques of what to do. We teach them how to do this, how to do that, and they are following our footsteps, and it's working. Then we too have small land, like myself, not even me, have small lands that we try to do to come out some new things that we transfer to these IDPs. Like I remember in 2019, we had a project with UNTP, which was to support IDPs in Iradekona, teaching them how to catch fish, because they were giving them rice all the time. So we said that they will not continue to give people rice all the time. You should start learning how to cultivate short cycle crops, maize, bananas, vegetables, and all that. So I had the project. Taught them that.
Yes.
What gave them some small equipment. We are just begging. We are surviving here in our own little way. But the only thing I can beg the entire population, be it military, be it the non-state armed groups, fighters, be it who, is that our mainstay, our last resort is agriculture. The last resort is agriculture. If you look at all this area, most of the areas from Boya or those highly affected areas, everybody is bouncing back to what? It's just agriculture. Yes, not even school. I used to tell people that school, they used to say school. That if a child is not even feeding, and feeding rightly, and feeding well, and not feeding at all, what school is a child going to go? So make them to understand that it is the food, the agriculture is the mainstay, is the backbone, is what we should allow. We should allow those who are producing food, making planting materials to do. Like I cannot remember how many people have given planting materials for free, and some that have bought for plantain, for sweet potatoes, for seeds, for vegetables, all those type of things. So the only thing is, even if nothing else is working, let those who are producing food be allowed to produce food. Those who are producing planting material is the base of agriculture. If they give you wrong quality or bad quality planting material or seeds, it can ruin your entire hectareage of farm. So we need to allow those who want to be producing planting materials or seeds to do so freely and give to farmers.